Hi everyone, it's the Salem, Ohio Public Library here. I'm going to bring you a short video today about browsing the internet safely, and a little bit later in the presentation we'll talk about how we can identify email phishing scams. The first thing we see here is this red lock. What exactly does that mean? So when we are browsing the web and we go to a specific web page, on occasion our computers might tell us that we should be careful when we browse this particular website because the connection isn't private. Basically, what that means is that you're visiting an unsecured website. And I'll go into a little more detail about that in a moment. But we want to make sure that we're keeping an eye out for this. And if we are getting this warning sign, let's not ignore it because it can be an issue later on about the safety of the site and the intent of the site. So if you are seeing this, you can just go ahead and exit out of that website or that tab. And I wouldn't really think about going back to it. Maybe find another website that's a little bit more secure. The way that we can help our website or our web browser stay up to date is we want to make sure that we're following the update protocol. If you have Safari or Google Chrome, here are a few steps for you to make sure that you are updating your browser or you have the most up-to-date version. Feel free to pause the video and check that out. Down here, I have a website for you. It says HTTP, and then that's the protocol. Then we also have a domain name and a resource. So HTTP stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. I won't get into all the jargon about what that means and how it works, but it is important to learn a little bit about when you are searching the web. So really what you want to look out for here is you want to make sure that you're searching for websites that have HTTPS. Now the S is important. As you can see on the left-hand example, there is no S. So this is actually an example of an unsecured website. So make sure that you're looking for the HTTPS right here at the top of the browser here, or at the top of the tab where the URL is. You would look for HTTPS. Now keep in mind that the newer our computers are and the more familiar technology is to us, they've actually come a long way with the URL addresses, and they don't always show that HTTPS. So if you don't see that and you're just seeing something like walmart.com, you want to make sure that you're keeping an eye out for that little lock that would take the place of where the HTTPS would be. The lock would help you better identify that it is a secure website, and if it is a red broken lock, then you know that it is insecure. So just to give you a little bit more information, HTTP is a protocol for computers, but that means it is not encrypted. HTTPS is another protocol, and it is encrypted using Secure Sockets Layer, or SSL. If browsers use HTTPS to pass information, even if nosy sniffers access the data, they can't read the information. As a user, make sure that the websites you visit are secure. Pay attention to the left side of the web address and the lock sign. Be careful what files or applications you download. As humans, we love downloading games, apps, images, and music because they're fun and sometimes can provide us with entertainment. Next time, don't carelessly download applications or attachments for the sake of fun. Such an action can be the source of virus or malware infection. Make sure that you delete browser cookies. You visit tens of websites every day. These websites create small bits of code to gather data from your browsing history. In some cases, cookies can be useful, for example, when you're saving site login details, but they undermine your privacy. Did you know that intruders could steal cookies to access your account? Remember the Yahoo data breach that occurred in 2015? Hackers used an advanced cookie forging attack and hacked 32 million accounts. And again, you feel free to pause the video and look and check out the settings to clear your cookies. This has a various information on different ones, like so Safari for Mac, Safari for iPhones, Google Chrome, and Microsoft Edge. Now I'm going to share with you a little bit about how we can avoid email scams. So here in this specific example, this is an email received about our Netflix account, letting us know that we need to update our current billing information. However, through my own personal trial and error throughout the years, I have learned a lot about these different types of email scams. Now, it looks okay enough, it has the Netflix logo, kind of make us feel a sense of familiarity, like, oh, it's Netflix, it must be good, right? Wrong. Look at the email address. Does it make sense? Up here at the top, if it was from Netflix, I can guarantee you that Netflix has a lot of money, and they would be the first people to buy the domain name at netflix.com. So I would almost swear that any other email that doesn't end in at netflix.com is definitely a warning sign. But even if they didn't necessarily buy that domain name, the fact that the email address is just really made up of a lot of like letters, wonky letters, and it has a really, really random couple of letters after the @ sign. That to me right away, just red flag, lets me know that this isn't from Netflix. If it were from Netflix, they would want it to be an email address that's easy to recognize and something that you can easily either reply to or find out more information about without it, being a bit of a headache to do so. Is it specific and accurate? In this particular example, no, it doesn't even give a detailed customer information, right? So it's literally just a generic hi. In that case, it's not providing me any of my account details. It's not letting me know that I've, recently signed up or that I have a credit card on file. And even if I did, a lot of these places are never going to ask you to click on something in order to provide some information. Instead, you'll get an email that says something like, your credit card number seems to be expired for your Netflix billing account. Please make sure you go into your Netflix account and correct this. It's not going to tell you to directly click on a button and go to it, but it is going to ask you to go into your own account by your own accord and fix the problem. Is it asking you to click something? Of course it is, because buttons or hyperlinks or anything that you can click on within the email, that is an excellent way to hide malicious malware. You want to make sure that you're not clicking on anything, you're not downloading anything, especially if you're not sure where the email is really coming from, because you could be unknowingly downloading a bad program to your computer. In this example, we have this place called SunTrust. First and foremost, are there any grammar or spelling errors? If you look at the from, so this is the email address that we were getting this from, right? It's called SunTrust, but the email address is secure@suntrust.com, right? So that right there, just paying attention, knowing what to look out for. They try to be a little slick about it, but to the trained eye, you can usually catch it. And then as we actually read the body of the message, it says, as part of our security measures, we regularly screen activity in the SunTrust online banking system. Now, you don't have to be a grammar expert to know that if the building or the company name is SunTrust, that is a proper noun, just like if you were saying David or Rhonda or, Bob. Those are all proper nouns that need to be capitalized. Well, in this case here, they didn't capitalize SunTrust, but decided to capitalize online banking system. Yeah, again, just a slight little grammatical error that you want to be on the lookout for. Is it asking for personal information? In this example, it absolutely is. It's letting you know that if you click on this link, it's going to take you to your account. You're going to sign in on the online banking and you're going to use your ID and password and you're going to select the account. And of course, because once you actually click on the link, the suntrust.com link, it would take you to probably a fake website that looks very real, and then it's going to ask for your online banking, your user ID and password, and in return you're going to maybe even fall for that. You're going to put your information in, and then whatever program the hackers had on their computer or helped you download onto your computer by embedding it in that link, it's now on your computer. It's now going to be it's probably a keylogger of some kind. It can now share whatever you're typing on your computer with a hacker somewhere out there. All right, friends, you are now officially equipped with the information you need to make sure that you can avoid email phishing scams, or to make sure that when you're browsing the internet, you're doing so safely. And once again, please feel free to like and subscribe to our Facebook page, the Salem, Ohio Public Library's Facebook. And if you have any additional questions, feel free to reach out to me at the library on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'd be more than happy to help guide you and help elaborate on some of these topics. Okay, everybody, have a great day.